we'll check again on the machine each other, okay? Na práctica. I will go like that. I mean, step by step, okay, guys?
For every care procedure, you will perform certain beginning and ending steps. These steps will sometimes vary due to the skill you'll be performing, but for most procedures, these steps should be taken. Understanding why they are important will help you remember to perform each step when care is provided. Remember to ask the resident about his or her preferences during care and to promote the resident's rights and safety while giving care. Make sure to gather all of your needed supplies before beginning your procedure. Residents' rooms are their homes, and residents have a legal right to privacy. Before any procedure, knock and wait for permission to enter the resident's room. Upon entering her room, identify yourself and state your title. Residents have the right to know who is providing their care. Identify and greet the resident. This shows courtesy and respect. It also establishes correct identification. This prevents care from being performed on the wrong person.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Gonzalez. I'm your nursing assistant. Can you please state your name for me?
Lori Brown.
Okay, I'm here to give you a bed bath, Mrs. Brown. Is now a good time for you?
Sure.
Okay.
Wash your hands. Hand washing provides for infection prevention. Nothing fights infection in facilities like performing consistent, proper hand hygiene. Hand washing may need to be done more than once during a procedure. Practice standard precautions with every resident. Explain the procedure to the resident. Speak clearly, slowly, and directly. Maintain face-to-face contact whenever possible. Residents have a legal right to know exactly what care you will provide. It promotes understanding, cooperation, and independence. Provide for the resident's privacy with a curtain, screen, or door. Doing this maintains residents' rights to privacy and dignity. Providing for privacy in a facility is not simply a courtesy, it is a legal right. Adjust the bed to a safe level, usually waist high. Lock the bed wheels. Locking the bed wheels is an important safety measure. It ensures that the bed will not move as you are performing care. Raising the bed helps you to remember to use proper body mechanics. This helps prevent injury to you and to residents. Now we are going to talk about ending steps in care procedures. Return the bed to its lowest position and remove the privacy measures. Lowering the bed provides for resident safety. Remove extra privacy measures added during the procedure. This includes anything you may have draped over and around residents, as well as privacy screens. Tidy the area and make sure that supplies are in their proper place. Place a call light within the resident's reach. A call light allows residents to communicate with staff as necessary. It must always be left within the resident's reach. You must respond to call lights promptly. Wash your hands. Hand washing is the most important thing you can do to prevent the spread of infection. After performing a skill, report any changes in the resident to the nurse. Document the procedure using your facility's guidelines. Because you will often be the person who spends the most time with a resident, you are in the best position to know any changes in a resident's condition. Every time you provide care, observe the resident's physical and mental capabilities, as well as the condition of his or her body. For example, a change in a resident's ability to dress herself may signal a greater problem. After you're finished giving care, document the care using facility guidelines. Do not record care before it is given. If you do not document the care you gave, legally, it did not happen.
Okay, just to remind you girls, whatever we go through.
Healthcare workers use their hands constantly while they work, and microorganisms are on everything they touch. The single most common way for healthcare-associated infections to be spread is via the hands of healthcare workers. Hand washing is the most important thing you can do to prevent the spread of disease. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, has defined hand hygiene as washing hands with either plain or antiseptic soap and water, or using alcohol-based hand rubs. Alcohol-based hand rubs, often called hand sanitizers, include gels, rinses, and foams that do not require the use of water. Alcohol-based hand rubs have proven effective in reducing bacteria on the skin. However, they are not a substitute for proper hand washing. When hands are visibly soiled, they should be washed using antimicrobial soap and water. An antimicrobial agent destroys, resists, or prevents the development of pathogens. Once hands are clean, hand rubs can be used in addition to hand washing anytime hands are not visibly soiled. When using a hand rub, the hands must be rubbed together until the product has completely dried. Before any care procedure is performed, wash your hands. Hand washing may need to be done more than once during a procedure. Hand washing will always be performed after completing a procedure. Here's the equipment you will need to perform this procedure. Soap, paper towels. Turn on the water at the sink, making sure to keep your clothes dry. Wet your hands and wrists thoroughly. Apply soap to your hands. While keeping your hands lower than your elbows and your fingertips down, rub your hands together and fingers between each other to create a lather. Lather all surfaces of wrists, hands, and fingers using friction for at least 20 seconds. Clean your fingernails by rubbing your fingertips against the palm of your other hand. Most of the pathogens on your hands come from underneath your nails. While keeping your hands lower than your elbows and your fingertips down, and being careful not to touch the sink, rinse all surfaces of your wrists, hands, and fingers thoroughly under running water. Run water down from your wrists to your fingertips. Do not run water over unwashed arms down to your clean hands. The water should run from cleanest to dirtiest, and in this scenario, your wrists are the cleanest and your fingertips are the dirtiest. Use a clean, dry paper towel to dry all surfaces of your hands, wrists, and fingers. Do not wipe the paper towel on your unwashed forearms and then wipe your clean hands. Dispose of towel into waste container without touching the container. Use a clean, dry paper towel to turn off the faucet and discard the towel into the waste container without touching the container.
Remind you?
Yeah.
Good.
Руки мы ничего не подготовили.
А что вам еще? Вам просто напомнили, как долго их мыть?
Да,
Раз, два раза бумажка.
Я думаю, еще другой.
Потому что, я извиняюсь, я конкретно это, я подтверждал, что скучно. Это, вот я же вам говорю, в зависимости от того, how quick, как быстро вы будете отвечать, it's the minute that you know, вы будете знать. Потому что мы I'm the good nurse, you know. I'm really good nurse. If I will see that you don't know something, at least I will let you know how to answer, and you will pass. Some nurses it's not. Очень вредно, знаете, сколько медсестер? Навалом. Мне, не знаю, я напомню, что ты помнишь, да, ты должна отвечать, что ты помнишь. То есть я написала, все проверила, сдала. Всем нужна работа. А другие есть, знаете, какие стервы? Поэтому, насколько автоматом вы отвечаете, насколько, знаешь, в вашей голове сидит. У нас наши начальники нас тоже спрашивают. Другое, не это, другие вопросы. И насколько quick. Я отвечу. Ты во сколько утром всегда встаешь?
6.
Ты еще ночью не спишь?
Не сплю.
Почему ты в 6 встаешь?
На работу иду. Готовлюсь.
Ты же работаешь до 5.
Ну, до 5 работаю. С 7 до 5.
Не можешь так работать, но с 5 до 5 работать.
Ну, могу, но денег мало будет. У нас часовая же.
А ночью дети плачут.
Не плачу.
Нет, серьезно, что?
Да.
Я сама знаю по себе. Он постоянно спит, мне его жалко, я не знаю. Сейчас
Они на ногах ходят, да?
на 4 дня дома.
Они на ногах ходят с утра до вечера. Они не сидят там в магазине.
Америка?
Ну, нет, это часа много, 10, да?
Спросите у нее, как в Норсикоме мы сидим. Вот, спросите, она сидит сзади нас.
Ну,
Они
Вы там вообще не сидим.
они это...
Я никогда не думала.
В выходной день домой
Он
именно.
по телефону, по-русски разговаривает по телефону, давать указания по-английски, еще по-английски писать. Я никогда в жизни не слушаю, на самом деле. Ничего?
Здесь все так.
Здесь очень тяжело.
Уже 40 там. Как-то уже 40 там. Говорит, она там стадионы был.
Здесь не жизнь.
40 это стадион.
У женщин.
Сильнее, чем женщина.
Just the one if I want to, just to make extra money. Yeah, extra money when I'm in school.
Плюс тоже мужа не было. Ребенок этот, мама, дай Бог ей здоровья до самости.
А мама там голодает, ребенка смотрит. Здесь когда
There is
Я
a
ее
specific
привезла,
order
она
that
сына
must be
похоронила.
followed when putting on or donning,
2
and
недели как
removing or
братишка.
dropping
Я
personal
ее сюда
protective
привезла.
equipment, also called
В каком она
PPE.
состоянии была? Вы специально что-то соображала?
Before donning any PPE, wash your hands. Washing hands is always the final step after removing and discarding PPE.
Who remember how to use that?
Perform your beginning steps.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Always wash your hands.
Here's the equipment you'll need to perform this procedure. Gown, mask, goggles, gloves, trash container. Pick up the gown and allow it to unfold. Do not shake it. Facing the back opening of the gown, place your arms through each sleeve. Fasten the neck opening. Reach behind and pull the gown until it completely covers your clothing. Secure the gown at the waist. Pick up the mask by the top strings or elastic strap and pull the elastic strap over your head or ears, or tie the top strings first, then the bottom strings. Do not touch the mask where it touches your face. Pinch the metal strip at the top of the mask tightly around your nose so that it feels snug. Fit the mask snugly around your face and below the chin. Place the goggles over your eyes or eyeglasses and use the headband or earpieces to secure them to your head. Make sure they are on snugly. Put on your gloves, making sure the cuffs of the gloves overlap the cuffs of the gown. When removing PPE, remove your gloves first. Touch only the outside of one glove, and with one gloved hand, grasp the other glove at the palm and pull the glove off. Slip your fingers from your ungloved hand underneath the cuff of the remaining glove at your wrist, and remove the glove, turning it inside out as it is removed. Discard your gloves in the waste container, then remove and discard your goggles. Unfasten the gown at the waist and neck. Pull the gown away from your neck and shoulders, removing it without touching the outside of the gown. Roll the dirty side in, while holding the gown away from your body without touching the floor. Discard your gown in the proper container. Remove and discard your mask without touching the front of the mask. Complete your ending step. Wash your hands.
This is very important. If you have patience with, I hope it's not any disease, but who knows? You. What is that? Okay. Positioning side, I'm telling you, if we got time, end of the course, we will see, maybe we will watch again.
Residents who spend a lot of time in bed often need help getting into comfortable positions. They also need to change positions periodically to avoid muscle stiffness and to prevent skin breakdown or pressure ulcers. Bedbound residents should be repositioned